All right, guys. Day 2, day 3 on systems. But now we're going to get into graphing. So we're going to be solving through graphing. So that's our new topic. All right, so just a little graphing recap. What are some important things when we're graphing? So number one, the big thing, equations must be in slope-intercept form. So they must be in y equals mx plus b format. If they are not y equals mx plus b, then that's another conversation. But they must be in that form before graphing. And then the second thing was, what should the graph look like? Remember, lines must extend to the end. They have to be straight, use a ruler, and they must be labeled. Especially now that we're going to have more than one line on a graph, they must be labeled. All right, so let's try one. Step number 1, identify the slope of each equation. So if I'm looking at y equals mx plus b, just a little reminder, m is slope and b is y-intercept. So slope is always next to the x. Oh, over here there's no number. When there's no number, it's always a 1. So here we have a slope of 2/3. And just a little refresher, this means I'm going up by 2 and I'm going to the right by 3. Here, m equals to -1. And remember, this is the same thing as saying -1/1, which just means down and to the right. Now, number 2, identify the y-intercept of each. Y-intercept is always all alone. So here we have b equals 1 and b equals -4. Okay. Step number 3, we're going to graph equation 1 only. So just so we're not confused, I'm going to make equation 1 purple. So everything I do is going to be in purple. If you guys have different colored pens, now would be a great opportunity to bring them out so we could graph in colors so everything's nice and coordinated. So equation number 1 has a y-intercept of 1. So I'm going to plot that first and follow my pattern from the slope. It says go up 1, 2, over 1, 2, and 3. Up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to continue it, connect it, label it, and I'll meet you guys for equation 2. Okay, line number 1 is done. Line number 2, I'll do in red, just so it's a different color. Line number 2 in red. And I label line 1 simply with the number 1. So that's an easy fix. This is going to be equation 1. This is going to be equation number 2. Equation number 2 starts at -4. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. And it's down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. And we'll be back in a second. Okay, and equation number 2 is graphed. Now, when you guys are graphing, you should have noticed that right here, the points, the lines overlap. It's sharing that point. And what do we know about this point? From what we said the other day, this, and what we've been saying, is that is the solution to the system. That is the point of intersection. So let's give this point a name. This is -3, -1. And I'm going to write the solution over here. The solution to the system is -3, -1, or when x equals -3 and y equals -1. All right, guys, and that's how you graph a system of equations. Again, any questions, type them in below or get in touch with myself or Miss Mish and we'll help you guys out. Later.